approaching Kisimenti. You can see there's a lot of development. There we go. That's the development over in Kisimenti. Over this way is the street where you get good accommodation. Now we're heading through Kamocha. The famous Kamocha clock is over here, I think. Have a taste of Uganda. Nice place to visit. Uganda, beauty in variety. For those of you who've not heard that song, please log into my YouTube channel. Type in John Mary Muzzy, and you might just be able to watch the song Uganda, beauty in variety. Lots of borders, as you can see. Here is the road that goes down to the famous musician mall. I forget his name. Bobby Wine. It's got a flat over on that side. Those of you who know Bobby Wine. And his famous music. Well, you might just be able to catch a glimpse of it over here. I don't know whether you'll be able to, but maybe past it. So I'll just show you the rest of Koto, the famous Koto. My son was born in Koto, so we are Koto people. The first, one of the second houses I lived in was in Koto. I've lived in actually 3 houses in Koto and bought my own property, or have my own house quite near to Koto and very close to the Baha'i Temple, which is a famous attraction site because the Baha'i Temple is the only of its kind in Africa, because you have one Baha'i temple on every single continent in the world, and the only one in Africa is right near Bukoto, or near Kisasi, or Texas, nicknamed Texas, where I built my house. So you might as well say I'm a Texas Ranger. I might have a Chinese mustache, but I'm a Texas Ranger. As you know, Dallas, Texas is where you have the church of Joel Osteen and the church of Joseph Prince, both of whom I watch quite often. Famous Simba FM. My daughter went to a school there. And now we are approaching the famous Kabira Country Club. So they have traffic lights there now. So we are approaching the famous Kabira Country Club. Furniture City. Kololo. Have a glimpse of the famous Kabira Country Club. It used to be once Kisu International School. And those of you about to visit Uganda, if you can't afford it at Kabira Country Club, well, don't forget the Kisu Cottage. Next to the Baha'i Temple, you'll find the Kisu Cottage, or the Kisu Nest, because Kisu is the word for nest. So go and find a cozy and affordable place to stay at the Kisu Cottage, somewhere just behind Mama FM in Texas, Uganda's own Texas, or Kisasi. There's Kenjoy Supermarket. And over here on the right are the famous hills of Kololo, where the rich and famous live. The tycoons live over here. I've taught many of their children. I'm a music educator, and I've traveled the world as a music educator. I've performed in the most prestigious places in Kampala, and I've taught children of very high profile people. Generals and presidents' children and the like, princesses, kings, even kings. I've taught a king of Toro was my student. The princess of Uganda was my student. And just to mention a few, I have also taught the princesses of the kingdom of Lesotho personally. Actually, it was a decree that I teach them. Okay, so now we're passing over Koto, where I've lived. I've actually lived in a house over there. The Ethiopian restaurant which was here is no longer there. Okay, still some nice places. So now we are approaching Itinda. So we are approaching Itinda. Uganda has very interesting names for the different suburbs. You have names like Itinda, Nalia, Charlie Wajala, Bukoto, Kololo, Uziga, Makindye, Kajansi, where I was born actually, Mengo, Namirembe, you know, the Hill of Peace. So we're approaching. It's kind of about 4 p.m. now. It's a bit cloudy. It was very sunny during the morning, and for those of you who haven't heard it yet, watch out for my new upcoming song. Will be out in about 5 days. It's called The Sun Today. Log into my YouTube channel by typing in John Mary Muzzy or John Mary Muzzy on the YouTube search box, and you might just be able to listen in a few days time to my song The Sun Today. All the vocals done by me, the songwriting done by me, the guitar playing and arrangements mostly done by me. And this was a song I did in just one take. Actually, I did the whole album in one single take, one evening, because the next day I had to catch my flight to begin my first expatriate job in Mombasa, Kenya. And that was before the second East African community was established. That was way back in 2007 or 2008, when it was very troublesome times in Kenya. So I lived over in Mombasa, I lived in Nyali, I also lived in Twapa. Those are some of the places I lived in, for those of you who know Mombasa. So far, what do you think about Uganda? This is my very first travel video, and watch out for more to come. Okay, watch out for more to come. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, type in John Mary Musiai. So the name is John Mary Musiai or John Mary Muzzy, and you'll find all my videos, all my music, and more will be coming up on the channel. Remember, you type in John Mary Musiai or John Mary Muzzy. So today we are approaching Najera in Kampala. Interesting names of suburbs, Najera, and then we'll be heading on to Nalia. We won't get as far as Charlie Wajala. Such a fancy name, Charlie Wajala. Okay, so once again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, John Mary Musiai. My YouTube channel, John Mary Musiai or John Mary Muzzy. And you'll see lots of my upcoming songs. One of the first you'll see is The Sun Today. And the second one you'll see in a short while is Uganda, Beauty in Variety. I dedicate this particular video to that song, Uganda, Beauty in Variety. That was a little accident right there, because we have so many boulders. For those of you who don't know, these little bikes that keep scuttling along around the city are called boulders. They got their name from first doing the service near the border towns of Mbale and Jinja. I wish I had more time to make a video of Jinja, because Jinja happens to be a town where I grew up, starting in 1979. Prior to that I lived in Kenya, and prior to that I lived in England, and then lived for 1 year in Makindye, went to school at Nakasero Primary School, then went back to Kenya to Kahawa Garrison Barracks Primary School. I almost got enrolled at a school in the city which was called, I forget the name, school in the city of Nairobi, where all my siblings were going, but I went to a much poorer school, very rundown school called Kahawa Garrison. But you know, great things have humble beginnings. Never mind, I've traveled the world. I started humble like Jesus did, but I've traveled more than many. My children have traveled the world too, and continue to travel the world. So now we are approaching a suburb. Yes, so as I was saying, after Kahawa Garrison, I then enrolled at Victoria Normal School in the city or town of Jinja, where the River Nile has its beginning, in the biggest lake in the world, I think, the second biggest, Lake Victoria, which spans the countries of Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania, which have all belong to the East African community. And so River Nile begins in Jinja, Uganda, and travels all the way to Egypt. And again, you know, the Garden of Eden was probably in Uganda, and Egypt happens to be the place where the most famous people in the Bible have been to, including Joseph, I think, and Jesus himself was fled to Egypt at some point. So there is a connection, because Uganda is connected to Egypt with that energy and being the source of the River Nile. And we also have the famous story of the Ugandan martyrs who have their shrines at Namugongo. Yeah. And as you may interestingly find out, I was named after one of the Ugandan martyrs. But so there you go. I'm John Mary Musei, or John Mary Muzzy. That's how you find my YouTube channel. Right now we're in Nalia. I'll take this video off now, because there's a lot of phone grabbing that happens around here. So I'll stop the video here for now, and I'll join it with another one later. Bye for now as we head up the road in Nalia.